At the builder's meetings today, guys, I'm just getting some wood together. We're going to do a little wooden retainer around the lawn. Nothing special, nothing big. Just getting Lee here, who works here, to get some wood together for me. But we might be a while. So we're at the job, and our little task today is to put the edging just around the grass. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to go underneath there, so I'm going to go from this corner all the way along, round, and then round here. These stains on the grass were, if you saw me do the little video the other week about where I bought the new trolley, they had bags of stuff. It was nothing to do with me, it was their own bags that were on there. So yeah, they've left a mark, but they'll be alright, they'll be fine. So you know the score, I'll get on with that. So I've been just using this rake, which is great for raking up the slate, but it's not in this particular instance because the slate has now been sort of crushed into the soil because there's no membrane down. So this rake is actually not a good rake for this particular job. So we leave that there, and I've gone and got this one, the little springtime miniature one, and it does fine. It gets in, but as you can see here, it looks like there isn't enough slate in the job, but in actual fact there's plenty, but it's in the ground, so it's in the soil. That's all that there is all mud, but it's full of slate as well. So I'll just get what I can out. I have got some extra slate, but because there's no membrane, it's just sunk into the ground. So I'll get on with scraping that up. Okay, so I've had to change the weapons of choice yet again, and I've gone for this one, the claw, because although that rake is doing it, but it's a bit weak because the slate are proper and ingrained into the soil. So as I'm here now, I'll just use this rake and get them out. So there is plenty more slate here than what I thought, but this brings me to, again, another point about, say, if you place the job and you say, I'm just going to rake them slates up, which is what I was going to do. But now it's like muddy, messy, hard, three tooled job instead of one tool, and you can see the slate, they're just on the surface, and they don't look bad at all. In fact, they're very sparse, but I do remember him telling me that he put probably like a ton down, and I thought, you can't put a ton down, there's not a ton here. Well, obviously they're all in the soil. So I'll get on with that using this claw, 3-pronged claw, but it's just something a little to bear in mind, that you think I'm just going to move that, or I'm just going to take that out. It never is. So I'll show you in a moment. So another little quick change of plan. What I was going to do is to get all the slate out and keep it nice and neat and put it in the bag, and until we're ready to use it, and then put it back in. But because it's going to be so muddy and there's so much of it, what I'm going to do is just drag it out onto the lawn. God, the lawn looks terrible on this picture. I don't know why I bother filming. I might just pack all this YouTube-y malarkey up. Pull this out onto the grass, do what I want to do with the border, and then I'll get the hose pipe on it, wash most of the soil off, which can just go onto the grass, and then we can get it back into the border and it'll be a bit cleaner. So that's my plan. I was going to put it in these bags, but now I'm just going to pull it out onto the grass. Just taking a hoe over the edges just to get them nice and straight. Just putting a series of small cuts in this wood where the main bends are, because the wood's just going to break. So all these little cuts, say about, I don't know, an inch, half an inch to an inch apart, about halfway through the wood, just helps the wood bend. Oh yes, little quick tip there, kneeling on me foot. This is the first bend where I needed to cut the little cuts in the wood, and once both ends of this wood is pushed in, that becomes quite a bit of a bend and the wood would have snapped. So it did need the cuts in it. More cuts for this bend. Let's see what this does. And as you can see there, just making use of the little trolley I bought and the little video I done, the last video I done. Yeah, it's not the greatest trolley, I never bought it to move flags, but this is like ideal. Moving two instead of one, half the time. Just helps. Quite happy. Well, again, on the camera it doesn't look very dull. It's a really dull day and it's pressing on for time. So I'm just going to start tidying up. I'll be here in the morning actually, and then we'll just crack on with that. Got the basics in. It's still not where I want it, it's just in. I might have to just tweak a little bit, but we'll do that tomorrow. Well, good morning, we're back at it. It hasn't been 2 days. I didn't start this job till about, it was after lunchtime yesterday, about 12:30. So yeah, I brought the bar today, this one here. So if anyone wants a lager while I'm at the bar, give us a shout. Shouldn't pack my day job in, should I? Right, I brought the bar, so it's just to persuade a little bit of the wood to go in or out wherever I want it, in and out. So, you know, let's go, I'll get on with that. I want an office job. So we're getting it's just complete mud, but just got all the membrane down, and oh, it's just, let's give the stones, the slates, some wash now. We're going to hose them down. The other thing is as well, I used a trolley the other day, which I did a video on, and if you remember, a while back I bought a hose, and again, it wasn't a very expensive hose. It was just to keep in the van and to use on the odd occasion. Usually most people have got a hose, but it's to get us out of an emergency, and I'm using it now, and it goes all the way. There's loads there, look, and it's on now. It's on, so the pressure's up, and it goes all the way around the back of the house. So it's not plugged in, you know, on that tap at the back of the house and all the way around. So I'm using my little hose, so I'm made up about that. If you don't know what I'm on about, it's on one of the videos about buying a hose. So we'll just give these a hose down now. I will have to stay off the grass as well. I have to work from this side now because that grass is going to be so wet. It's already wet now. Just going to screw the battens up now. Yes, that is me nearly falling over. So that's all the stones in and everything. It's been absolutely soaking wet. This is like the third day, but I haven't took 3 days on the job. I've just popped in now to just put a couple of bags of slate on to finish it. So although it's the third day, it's not 3 days worth of work. I've tidied up the best I can. I know I keep saying that. I'd like to do a better job. Everywhere's still soaked, and I didn't even think it would be drained today. So what I'm going to do is just run the hose over it again, just to get any bit of mud off I can. And then as soon as it's dry, I'll give the slate a little bit of a rake and just titivate them up. But as you can see, on that wall up there, there's a bag of, just there now, there's a bag of soil. And what that's for is you can just see small gaps here, there, just between the wood and the... But to be honest with you, I'm going to need more than one bag, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to scarify it, to be honest, because when I said the lawn looked bad, I wasn't very impressed whatsoever. It just suddenly took a grip. So I'm going to do a little light scarifying, and I'll just put some top dressing over that. I won't bother putting seed in because it's January. So I'll just run the hose pipe over this now. So that's it, the actual job in hand is done. So we've gone round the edge, and then we've gone up there, and then obviously basically we've just followed the turf around. It is a bit wet. I've created a lot of water again now, trying to clean them. They're not perfect. With me scraping all this off, it's pulled bits of grass on here, and I've obviously any soil that's on there, as least as possible one on there, I've diluted it down with the hose, so it's just gone into muddy water that will wash away, or at least get to the bottom of everything. And then the slates can be raked as and when, like all here, like looks like a lot of sort of mossy rakings off the grass. I'll want it to dry and I'll get the blower on it. But I'm back anyway, and I've left quite a bit of water up here, to be honest with you, which is all to be expected. This was all muddy yesterday, if you remember me working in it. The topsoil, I've got 3 bags of that little topsoil, and it's for the likes of here and anywhere else when I scarify. So I will be doing that, and I'll video that so you can see the grass getting sorted out, because I'm definitely, if you see on my videos or on my Instagram pages, this lawn looks absolutely brilliant in the summer. It's just suddenly, the moss has suddenly got a grip on it, and I don't know why, because I have treated it. But you can see when the slates come out, it's so muddy, so clay. So that doesn't help. Okay, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much.